Yeah, at the junction of 3 roads. Cars down that way somewhere. You can see the old formation of the drains there for the driveways. That's how we're getting into some of these little paddocks. In here where there was a house site. First coin for the day. Nothing to jump home about, but a 2-cent piece. I won't complain. I'll take any coin. Right, I'll keep working through here, see what we find. On a roll now, another 2-cent coin. We're using the 5x8. Prefer to have a small core when I'm in amongst house sites. More rain coming back over the hill. I'll put the T2 away for the day. Just use the AT Pro out here in the wet, saves damaging an expensive machine. Right. See how we go. I don't know, this looks like it's been turned over a few times, but there might be more coins in here. Not sure what I just dug up then. All that bit was given iron signals, and then this bit here was coming up more as a silver signal. The copper silver. The higher tone on the AT Pro. Bit of cleaning at home. It's quite heavy. You think it's an ornamental thing, but I wouldn't be wearing it. Anyway. Not down that deep, but I'll see what else is in here. Down on the other side of the town, down there is a river. I think it's a White of the Arthur. Little campfire. These used to all be home sites in this little town. And I've got a coin down here. Just dug the hole. It was 78 odd, so I'm going to go for a 1-cent piece before I touch it. Yep. A little brown bugger with this. A 1-center. Car, I think's that way. So I'm just going to roam that way till I find the other road and head back up to the car and do the footpath area. Downtown Ghost Town. It's got all the right infrastructure. You get your deep sewerage tanks, your curbing, your gutters. One half the town's still got footpaths, you get the driveways. Plenty of road work. The homes are all on pillars in here, so not much house foundation. And about 9 or 10 streets. You wouldn't want to be wandering around too much at night. Up here it always rains. These are the storm drains. It would have had a metal grill over it, but everyone in town's been taken, so either for barbecues or you know what's, but nice little town, but not much left of it. That's a mountain up there, cloud covered as per usual. Have a good view across town. The silver mine's just below that hill, so I'm straight line from here. There's about 3 streets this way. What's attractive about this I'll show you in a minute. We found this the other day. You got the brick wall still out the front. It's not too many of these in town. I've only actually found one other one. The rock wall. In there you still got some of the fencing. I'll show you in a sec. In there is where the old company office was. You still have all the footpaths. Down under the tree. This is my first one down here in Tassie. A matchbox, basically a matchbox car. Anyway, as you can see it, might be daytime, but you can't read nothing out here. It says Matchbox Hairy Hustler. I'll figure that out when I get home, see what age it is. What I want to show you, I'll leave the AT Pro here. I'm sure none of the snapdragons are going to come get it. This once upon a time was a row of trees. There is actually fence ruins at the end, so they would have been on the back fence. When you come through this part of the town, there are footpaths. It's all that's left under the moss, but if you follow them, I thought they were slabs there. There's a manhole there, but these are actually footpaths. And they form a nice little grid pattern in here. To go under these leaves, this is another footpath. You can still see the patterns underneath the moss. And back up there, there's the AT Pro sitting under the tree line. That's that tree line I was telling you about. This footpath goes that way. One goes that way. There's another one there. Over there is a fuse box with fuses still in it. So, what could fit in that little square and this little square? I'm leaning towards a company office, but now I found a Western car. It could very well be a school. But you walk through this part of it. Here you still got some of the piping. Some of this had conduit and that in it. So it's not that old. This would have been all part of the 60s makeover of the town. It's the only bit of stumping still around in the whole town. And there's that slab again, 80 Pro that way. Concrete slab runs under here. I'll show you the fuse. The fuse box. Wires and fuses still in it. I don't think it's powering much. Alright, I don't know what's in here, but we'll work through it. Those fuses and that paths and that behind that tree, they break up there. You come around the other side, there's another bit there. It's just a nice long stretch here on the highway. 2-cent piece. I'll find something old eventually, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that is actually a highway. I have found a few detecting holes in here, some big ones, so I'd say somebody with a PI machine's been through a few spots. We're on a roll now. That one's only down about 5 inches. Got the 11 inch on the 80 Pro here at the moment as well. That's a 2 cent. This one actually doesn't look too bad if you don't drop it. 1970s this one, I think. I can't tell. Won't waste time, I'll figure it out alone. Another nice little hole, another nice little 2 cent piece. Once again, not going to try and guess the age, but you can see a bit of a scrape on it there with the wedge. But go that way I reckon. You can go back through there, see what we find. Change sides now. So I've got all those 2s a minute ago, up behind these celery pines. So 2 cents are all on that side and 1 cent on this side. It wasn't too deep. Nothing seems to be too deep. This is mostly moss, or lichen, or whatever they want to call it. I worked my way up, there's an interesting little tyre over there. May have been where they had a plant, so we'll head that way.